Hi, good evening, everyone. I hope I'm clearly audible to each one of you. I know you have been waiting for this live stream to happen. I am very excited for this talk show today, which is happening at Creative Edge YouTube channel. My name is Konark. I am a creative career mentor and an expert for creative career. And at Creative Edge, I welcome you all. And I also welcome Mr. Karan Mehta. So I'll give you a context of this live stream. So hota kya hai? Let's be honest, coaching today is more than just classes, tests and doubt solving. Students need directions. Parents need reassurances. And what if I told you there is a preparation GPS which is being built just for that? Today, on the special edition of Creative Edge Talk Show, we are driving into Lighthouse by Toprankers, a game-changing mentorship program that's not just smart, it's empathetic too. So what is Lighthouse? Why is it being called the future of holistic learning? And how will it transform the way you and your child prepare for creative and competitive career? So just be here with us in this video for understanding what Lighthouse is all about. And we today have the visionary himself, the founder of Toprankers, as well as the brand Lighthouse by Toprankers, Mr. Karan Mehta, to decode the next big leap in student mentoring. So let's begin. So Karan, quick fire.
Hi Konark, good evening.
Straight
And
question.
thank you so much for inviting me to this awesome and largest channel for creative careers on YouTube. Yeah, thank
Thanks
you.
for being here, Karan. And one thing that comes to my mind, यार what is this Lighthouse? I mean, एक tagline क्या है इसका? What is this all about? I mean, बड़ा exciting सा लग रहा है.
So lighthouse, essentially, if you understand the word lighthouse, lighthouse means a guiding light, and lighthouse or this whole new initiative is a tailor-made. I would like to put it in quotes. It's a tailor-made mentorship program for students preparing for creative careers. Yeah.
So that's great. That's great. So I'll straight away come to the some top questions. So अभी मैं आपको ये बताना चाहता हूँ. These questions are all tailor-made from a lot of doubts that come from our audience. So our audience are our students, the people who follow us, the parents who follow our channel for their children. So this is our audience. And on behalf of those audience, I wish to ask you few very simple but straight questions.
Yeah.
So at Toprankers as well as at Creative Edge, we already have a personalized one-on-one mentorship for every student. So how is Lighthouse different? What gap is it trying to bridge that even existing personalized mentorship wasn't solving? What is that aha moment that led to this creation?
So I've been working on this concept for the last 6 months now. I think to be extremely precise, I was looking to build a mentor-mentee platform, and that was kind of I initiated my thoughts on the 24th of December 2024. While kind of going into this concept, I understood that the learning, student journey these days is very different. I think you and me have kind of prepared for our JEE entrance examinations, and the way we were kind of preparing for entrances was kind of very different. I think it was our own journey. Parents were least involved, and we are an institution. But during the last 15 years of my teaching career, or rather, I would say my mentorship career, having kind of mentored or taught more than I would say bare minimum 50 or 1,000 students, I feel there are three stakeholders that come into the picture. To make every student journey successful, there are precisely three stakeholders. One is the student, of course. I think they are the ones who have to go and attempt the examination. We as an institution, you and me, like the coaching institution, to give them a perfect framework so that they kind of prepare, so that they prepare well for their final examination. And the parents as the stakeholders are extremely important, because हमारे पास तो बच्चा 2 ही घंटे आता है. Parents, they are staying with them for 22 hours. So the environment that the parents give is kind of extremely crucial. So I'm just trying to bring in these three stakeholders together: parent, student, and we as an institution under an umbrella of Lighthouse. Beyond this, so of course, I think now we have technology that can be used. Like you use a beautiful word, which is a GPS, which is a global positioning system. Similarly, we are trying to build a PPS, which is a preparation positioning system. Technology, that is the Lighthouse AI, and of course Lighthouse Buddy, which is the human empathy. So I'm just building the human empathy along with the artificial intelligence, which is Lighthouse Buddy, and the Lighthouse AI will kind of come together. Track your preparation, track the students' preparation at every point of time, give feedbacks, give them the right directions, understand where they are going wrong, also understand where the parents' attention is needed. A lot of times, I would say parents also need help. I think parents
Absolutely.
also need to
Absolutely.
understand. In fact, we have discussed a lot of times about our children with each other. So
Correct.
parents also
Absolutely.
need help, and so how to converse with their children, and kind of course. So beyond this, I think so. I would say preparation tracking, performance analysis, giving feedbacks to the parents, giving them all the updates, sending them a lot of information about the examination, uh, and just bringing them as a part of the preparation ecosystem. If a parent becomes a part of the entire ecosystem, I've seen a very positive impact on the children's outcome. I just want this to become a shared goal. It's not a aim of the student. It has to be the aim of the family. It has
Absolutely.
to be the aim of all of us. And I just need to want to bring these three stakeholders together every single time. It's not that कि जब parents को 3 महीने बाद याद आया तब वो आके जाके kind of हमसे connect करे. Any moment, every moment, more like an Insta support or SPOC for them. Just want to blend these three stakeholders together and ensure that the student becomes successful. Yeah.
So basically, everybody on the same platform. I guess this is the biggest difference that a regular mentorship, which is generally between a teacher and a student, is now also including the parent and the mentor. The
I think bringing every them on a single platform, or I would say bringing every them on an ultra personalized platform, or say group where
absolutely.
nobody else will exist, only the parents, child, mentor, head of mentors, and the supervisor. So
Wow.
it's a beautiful group of 5 people who will ensure that the journey becomes a lot more beautiful and the outcomes are much more better versus than what it is right now. Yeah.
So, I mean, from the time you've told me this concept, I was very excited for the whole thing. But यार एक द बहुत जेन्युइन सा डाउट है, आई थिंक मैं अपने ऑडियंस की तरफ से आई जस्ट वांटेड टू आस्क यू दिस, ये व्हाई दिस नेम लाइट हाउस एंड व्हाट डज इट स्टैंड इन द वर्ल्ड ऑफ एजुकेशन एंड स्टूडेंट गाइडेंस, हाउ डज इट
So
स्टैंड देयर?
so we were like contemplating on the name since a long time. There were a lot of names that come up, and then our CTO said, "Guys, what about Lighthouse?" And it kind of immediately struck us like, "ये नाम अच्छा लग रहा है," because it means the guiding light whenever the ships are not able to find the right direction to reach their destination. Lighthouse is the light that they want to follow. So it whole conceptualize what we want to build, and lighthouses are, and they like focus on that single ship that wants to reach the shore. So that's the reason a very tailor-made, customized mentorship program for them. Yeah. So that is where the whole concept of lighthouse came into the picture.
That's great. Uh, so talk a lot about when you're explaining these concept of lighthouse, the mentorship, the personalized platforms, everything. You're talking about these three terms: EQ, AQ, and IQ.
Yeah. I mean,
So
of
how
course.
how does Lighthouse practically work on them in the student's preparation journey?
So so when I say that the student, parent, and the coaching institution is kind of coming together, what we beyond the academics, I think these days selection is has gone beyond classrooms, testing, and doubt clearing. I think those are the basic needs. I think 10 years back we were trying to fight only for to get the best of teachers and the best of testing and the best of doubt clearing system. I think after a certain point of time, with us as an ecosystem, with Creative Edge as an ecosystem, with Toprankers as an ecosystem, this is a norm. I think this is a basic need. And we
Absolutely.
cannot boast about these things that we have the best teachers. I think we have the best testing or we have the best डाउट क्लियरिंग सिस्टम, ये तो बेसिक है, ये तो होना ही चाहिए. So I think this migration had to take place. I think something that people boast of is a very basic thing, and we don't want to even talk about it. Beyond this, the whole mentorship concept has to come together, where we focus a lot on EQ. Now, let's say why EQ? Ultimately, the performance of a child has to be unlocked at its maximum potential in a space of those 2 hours or 3 hours, depending on the examination. So वो साल भर की पूरी जो मेहनत होती है, it's unjustified as well, but वो एक साल सिर्फ फाइनल डे जाके वो 2 से 3 घंटे में पूरी अनलीश करनी पड़ती है. I am very sure, and you must also have kind of understood after teaching students for so many years, it's just not about hard work. Hard work is one critical aspect of it, but every hardworking student, hard work doesn't ensure you a success in those 2 hours or 3 hours. No matter how many mocks you have written, how many doubts you have got yourself solved, but वो 2 hours को manage करना is tough. Paper solving is an art. I've always believed that paper solving is an art, and all of us must have seen a lot of students might not have prepared very hard, but have scored very good in the examination.
Absolutely.
And vice versa as well. So yeah, balancing those 2 hours, being mentally fit for those 2 hours, building that ability to maximize your potential. I think that is one essence of EQ. Second is AQ, which is more like an adversity quotient. So adversity in a student's life can be, let's say, a mishappening in the family during the entire journey. Ups and downs about the mock scores. Ups and downs about the, in fact, ups and downs in their personal lives as well. And we have now understood that because of the intrusion of the social media, the personal lives have been affected more than any of the parent can even think about. I mean, पहले हमारे time पे Konark, as in when we were at a place, we were only in that place. Today, the child is carrying the entire universe with them in the mobile phone. Absolutely. So they are a lot of times they are physically present, but they are mentally available for the entire universe. Correct. So EQ and AQ has to be balanced now, and it's not just about test prep. I would say for your life skills as well.
I'm sure.
And Lighthouse is not just preparing you for your test preparation, but will also focus on building a lot of life skills that will go beyond test prep for the colleges, for the entire life. And IQ तो यार हम सब उस पर काम भी कर ही रहे हैं. So yeah, therefore EQ, AQ and IQ, these are three elements that we actually want to work on.
Yes, I'm sure. I mean, this sounds so interesting. So अब आपने एक और term use किया, Lighthouse buddy.
Buddy, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, see यार, एक coaching में एक teacher होता है, एक coach होता है, एक friend होता है. I mean,
right, of course.
है ना? So how does it brings together both AI and human empathy? I mean, what is this Lighthouse buddy? I mean,
so,
more on this.
So buddy is your mentor, and in fact, in our whole ecosystem, we are calling mentors as lighthouses only. So there's not a concept of mentor, there's a lighthouse. So everybody will have a lighthouse working with them on a one-to-one basis. What exactly is a mentor, or what exactly will be the buddy, or what exactly will be lighthouse as an individual for a student here? There is a teacher, there is a coach, and then there is a trusted advisor. So mentors are essentially trusted advisors with whom you can have those honest conversations about a lot of things that you might not be able to have with a lot of people around. कितनी बार वो direction आपको वो honest conversations करके ही मिलता है.
Absolutely, yes.
And each one of us has mentors. I'm sure you would have certain mentors in your life. I mean, we all still have at our ages. We all still have certain mentors. जब एक स्टूडेंट जर्नी में जब सबसे ज्यादा जरूरत है मेंटर की, तब वहां पे मेंटर्स नहीं है. Those are open channels where you go and ask for advices from people who haven't attempted these examinations. उनको जर्नी नहीं पता. So I think one thing is extremely important here, that mentors are trusted advisors with whom you can have those honest conversations, not just the student but even the parent as well. And If in that conversation with the parent or with the child, if my lighthouse feels that you need a psychologist, even that is an in-house team now. If they need if they need the help of a psychologist, if they want to go to the next level, help a child or the parent clear that entire journey. I think that is what the buddy will be all about. So buddy will be the SPOC. Buddy will be the single point of contact for everyone, and buddy will use the insights generated by the AI for the students' prep positioning system. Yes.
So I mean जनरली मतलब एक वो दोस्त बडी एक्चुअली ये अब प्रेपरेशन वाला बडी रहेगा.
Preparation wala buddy rahega. And we have created a ideal mentor profile as well. So not anybody and everybody can become a buddy here or a mentor here. We have made an ideal mentor profile. All those who have applied with us to become lighthouses or to become mentors have to clear that checklist.
Oh,
They will undergo training where we'll kind of teach them how to mentor a child, and then of course, and it's just not a mentor, there is a supervisor and there's a head of mentors as well. One thing, Konark, which is extremely important in this ecosystem is there are a lot of mentorship programs and randomly people do it. With us, under Lighthouse now, we'll be focusing a lot on the mentor-mentee mapping as well. Just, I mean, I don't have a better example, but it's more on the funny side. Shadi.com type hota na, where there has to be an effort put into the mapping.
Correct.
I've seen mentors in some other ecosystems get randomly allocated to the mentees, whereas there has to be a mapping done on the basis of a profile of a mentee.
Absolutely.
So as soon as the enrollment is done, there is a profiling that is done of a mentee. Once the profiling is done of a mentee, then the when the mentor as per the profile is kind of assigned, and the whole responsibility of assigning a mentor to a mentee right now will be a manual process. We are not dependent on technology. There is somebody who has counseled more than 55-60,000 people. He is like getting into it and will be doing the mapping personally. So yes,
that's great. I mean, it sounds so so humongous concept.
Yeah, I think this is the first time that any edtech is doing it. Yeah.
Absolutely, I'm sure. So, आपने एक initial conversation में you also mentioned that Lighthouse solves forever problems for students and parents.
Yeah.
मतलब I just want to understand this. We have examples समझा रहे थे तो me and my audience would like to listen to you. ऐसे कोई 2-3 ऐसे problem बता सकते हो जो अभी we all know exist but haven't really been fixed till now, but Lighthouse will fix it out.
I think a very simple problem. Let's say students get confused with what to study, how to study, from where to study.
कि सर आज क्या पढ़े?
So much of content available across the internet. What to study, how to study, and from where to study. और इसको करके होगा क्या? Direction क्या होगा? If I do this, what will eventually be? So this is one. Second, students don't know about their competition.
Absolutely.
Extreme. So I'll just tell you a very simple example that India is playing England today in a test match.
Absolutely, yes.
Now, if you look at the Indian team's preparation, they have so much of data and so much of videos and so much of information available that they can kind of plan their own batting, bowling, fielding, plus plan for their competition as well. They exactly know that when Harry Brook will come for batting, क्या weakness है उसकी, क्या strength है, so on and so forth. And Harry Brook भी उसके लिए prepare करके आता है. He also knows. So they are able to plan for each and every batsman, each and every bowler. There's a different field placement that is done for every sportsman who is like playing this series. If I tell you that, suppose I ask my platform that is time and work important. So my platform will not reply yes or no. Now the Lighthouse platform will reply yes, because it has come 3 times in the last 4 years in your examination. Second, the questions that were asked were easy. Now 3 times in the last 4 years तक की information तो ठीक है, important है, Second point is that the questions were doable, questions were easy. Just gives me that extra leverage that यार तेरा competition करेगा, तेरे को करना भी चाहिए. That is, so this is not where you will get an edge. This is where you will be in the competition. तो इसको भी छोड़ देगा तो तू competition में पीछे हो जाएगा. And ultimately यार इंडिया में टेस्ट प्रेप competition है and competition is tough. Second,
हम लोग तो प्रिपरेशन ही कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम की कराते हैं तो
my platform, or rather I would say our platform, will also now tell Konark that 80% of your competition or your batchmates are getting these questions right.
oh
So if not, so you would know what your competition is getting right and what are they getting wrong, so that you can strategize your preparation accordingly. So it just doesn't give you information. So this about the Lighthouse AI. This just doesn't give you information about your own self in terms of preparation, where you are, but also gives you a lot of data around your competition or guides you as per your competition. Like Google Maps give you the perfect path, which is the shortest to your destination.
Absolutely, yeah.
Google Maps को पता है कि यार इस रास्ते जाऊंगा, यहाँ पे भीड़ ज्यादा है कोनार, ये रास्ता मत लो, ये रास्ता ले लो, कि तेरे डेस्टिनेशन पे पहुंचने के 3-4 रास्ते हैं.
हाँ सही बात है.
Similarly, this AI will also give you that map कि भाई ये रास्ते से जाना है, ये रास्ते से जाना है, ये रास्ता पिक कर ले, ये टॉपिक पिक कर, तेरे लिए जरूरी है, सब लोग का ही अच्छा है, ये टॉपिक सबका वीक है, इस पे काम कर ले, you will kind of get the edge. And this whole is happening automatically. But you and me discussed while we were building Lighthouse, and audience, let me just tell you that Konark has played a very extremely essential and a very crucial role in that, both Konark and Sonali together. So one thing that we also discussed that day, कि ये सब AI अपने आप दे दो तो सॉल्व नहीं होगा.
हाँ सही बात है.
Therefore, the buddy comes into the picture, and buddy or a human empathy has to ensure that all this data is getting reached in the right format. कभी ये डेटा डांट के समझाना पड़ेगा, कभी डेटा प्यार से समझाना पड़ेगा, कभी पेरेंट्स को इन्वॉल्व करना पड़ेगा,
कभी शायद बिना पेरेंट्स को इन्वॉल्व करना पड़ेगा,
कभी बिना पेरेंट्स, कभी पेरेंट्स के साथ बात करनी पड़ेगी कि बच्चे को साइड से हटा के, कभी पेरेंट्स की भी काउंसलिंग करनी पड़ेगी. बिकॉज पेरेंट्स किसी ने बोल दिया कि सर वो ये वाला टॉपिक ना जरूरी नहीं है, ये आपका बच्चा क्यों इसकी एग्जामिनेशन की तैयारी कर रहा है, ऐसा नहीं होता. सो आई थिंक दैट इज व्हाट वी आर काइंड ऑफ इंटीग्रेटिंग कंप्लीटली.
सही लग रहा है यार ये, मतलब मोर एंड मोर यू आर टेलिंग अस, मोर एंड मोर यू नो इट इज वेरी एक्साइटिंग यार.
एंड अपने टाइम पे ना ये सब अवेलेबिलिटी नहीं थी, आज तो अवेलेबिलिटी है.
हाँ आई थिंक ये यार मुझे ऐसा लगता है जैसे राइट यूज ऑफ एआई है. सो एक क्वेश्चन हमारी स्टूडेंट्स और हमारी कम्युनिटी हमेशा हमसे पूछती है कि सर ये एआई के आने से डिज़ाइन खत्म हो जाएगा क्या, डिज़ाइनर खत्म हो जाएंगे क्या, विल ह्यूमंस बी रिप्लेस. सो आई थिंक विद लाइट हाउस वी आर गिविंग देम अ परफेक्ट एग्जांपल कि बस एआई है बट बडी भी है. ह्यूमन एम्पैथी के साथ जब इसे किया जाएगा,
buddy has to be there.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, somebody has to give commands to AI and somebody has to read commands from AI.
AI is technology, but how it has to be used has to be done by a human only.
Absolutely. यार एक चीज़ थोड़ी सी, जो हम कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम की बात करते हैं या हम किसी भी हमारे वाले इन्वायरमेंट की बात करते हैं, हम मेजरली रेफर कर रहे होते हैं एक वेरी क्वांटिटेटिव वाले मैटर को, लेस सब्जेक्टिव इन नेचर. बट अब मैं अपने ब्रांड पे आता हूँ, क्रिएटिव एज, जो which deals with highly subjective subjects like design and architecture.
Completely qualitative in nature.
Qualitative in nature, subjective in nature. So, क्या Lighthouse will support subjective learning and creative development too for the children?
So, not in its phase one. To be very honest here. Beyond the subjective learning, तो जो मैं AI की बात कर रहा हूँ, so AI will focus more on the objective learning or on the quantitative side of things. Buddy will start focusing on the qualitative learning. Buddy will start focusing on the design side of things. But yes, of course, in our phase 2, we would want AI to start reading those designs and those drawings. And it is, let me tell you, it is practically possible. It's not something that we have to put a lot of effort on, but this itself is such a large ecosystem. That phase one, we would want to solve for the quantitative side of things for the first 3 to 4 months before we begin solving for the qualitative side of things.
बढ़िया है. So अब एक मेरा almost in the fag end of this conversation, but एक यार हमेशा मैंने देखा है जो भी टेक डेवलप होते हैं, जो भी इनिशिएटिव्स होते हैं, हम एसेंशियली एक टेस्ट प्रेप प्लेटफॉर्म है, एक टेस्ट प्रेप कंपनी है. मेजरली हम देखते हैं कि जो भी टेस्ट प्रेप में काम होता है, स्टूडेंट जो शायद टॉपर होता है वही बेनिफिट होता है. सो विथ लाइट हाउस आई एम श्योर द आंसर इसकी सब होंगे, बट क्या आई जस्ट वांट टू गेट दिस रीअश्योरेंस फ्रॉम द फाउंडर हिमसेल्फ कि इज it the topper, average students, underconfident students, or those confused one, or does it cut across everyone? So कौन benefit हो रहा है इससे?
You're asking, are we just looking for the top of the pyramid or the middle of the bottom of the pyramid as well?
So मेरे एक्सपीरियंस में मैंने जितनी कोचिंग्स देखी हैं आज तक, वो कोचिंग
राइट
शायद टॉपर की ज्यादा चिंता, बैच एक की चिंता ज्यादा है.
I'll tell you an interesting story behind it, Konark. I think while we were finalizing the name, right? एक नाम that came to my mind was Super Infinity.
Okay.
So this whole concept of Super 30, Super 30, मतलब ये लोग 30, 35, 40 जो बोलो Super 50, that is the top of the pyramid.
Correct.
The name, one of the names that Lighthouse was supposed to have was Super Infinity, that we don't want to focus on a particular number. Okay. Or Super X kind of a thing, where this X is like top, middle and the bottom of the pyramid. There is no Super 30 or 80 or 100, something like that. So this will work for the entire ecosystem, and that is actually we want to build, because top of the pyramid are basically students who have been taken care by a lot of people. Absolutely. For all the business needs. So, but a lot of them also need mentorship, because 3, 4, 5 marks and the whole orbit of the college changes.
The game changes. The game changes.
Game changes completely. Then the middle of the pyramid and also the bottom of the pyramid. So, but we couldn't name it a Super X or a Super Infinity. All the members said that this looks like a gaming platform.
Correct.
So I said, okay, I think let's, and then Lighthouse came into the picture. So we discussed this literally, and thank you for asking that question, because I forgot that you kind of made me realize that kind of conversation. So yeah, top of the pyramid, middle of the pyramid, and the bottom of the pyramid. I mean, हमारे लिए हमारा कोई incentive नहीं है toppers निकालने का. See, understand? I think Lighthouse as a concept, maybe the respective brands will have an incentive to have toppers. My result sheet will not mean how many toppers did I produce. Our result sheet would mean how many students and parents' life got changed, not in just terms of their test preparation, but beyond that as well. So मेरे लिए टॉपर का कोई इंसेंटिव नहीं है, मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता टॉपर निकले या ना निकले.
हाँ, शायद हमारा पर्पस इसमें हर कोई जो इस सर्विस, इस प्रोडक्ट या इस कॉन्सेप्ट के साथ है वो बेनिफिट हो, मतलब उसमें
मेरा फोकस है स्टूडेंट का मैक्सिमम पोटेंशियल अनलीश हो जाए. एंड नाउ इट माइट look wrong on the records or might look politically incorrect, but that is what the brand will stand for, and so I kind of don't mind it saying on the platform as well. For us, unleashing or maximizing a student's potential, हो सकता है that student का potential rank 1 to 3 college now, rank 8, 9, 10 हो, or maybe rank 12, 13, 14 हो, it's fine. Every student who gets into a top-notch college has to become successful, is not a guarantee, and every successful individual comes from a top-notch college. That both Konark and me don't come from India's best colleges. Yes. So and let's say we are kind of doing a pretty decent in our lives. So मेरे को बस वो ही नहीं. I think more of, because our EQ, IQ is sorted. We understand how to kind of take those decisions in life. यही, I think if this is sorted, this brand will never focus on toppers. I think हमारे लिए वो incentive ही नहीं है. So that is, I think, and thank you for asking that question as well.
I think being a technically mediocre student always, more than mediocre maybe some days, but
Backbencher kind of
मुझे लगता
person.
था कि एंड आपने शायद बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ बोली, अनलीशिंग दैट पोटेंशियल। होता क्या है, मैंने हमेशा देखा है कि यार एक बच्चा जिसको हम क्लास में देखते हैं यार वो शायद टॉपर हो सकता है, वो उस दिन एग्ज़ाम के दिन जाके या पूरे प्रिपरेशन जर्नी में वो कुछ अच्छे बुरे दिन आते हैं जिस दिन वो उस पूरे मेहनत को, उस पूरे पोटेंशियल को ख़राब कर देता है। आई थिंक यहाँ पर इन दिस
Unleashing their
एब्सोल्युटली
potential, अब वो जो भी potential हो.
जो भी हो,
And-
हाँ आप बिल्कुल सही बोले। हो सकता है वो 12-13 नंबर कॉलेज में जाने लायक हो,
क्या
यार
फर्क पड़ता
वहाँ
है?
तो पहुंचे,
वहां तो
से
पहुंचे,
reject होके
वो
बाहर ना
12-13
चला
वाला 35th ना पहुंचा है.
जाए। Absolutely, हाँ
So that is, yeah,
Yes.
that is the thing we all will be kind of focusing on, और यही अचीव करना है. So
बिल्कुल
that is
सही।
what.
चलो अरे अब बिल्कुल इन द एंड मैं आपके साथ एक रैपिड फायर राउंड खेलना चाहता हूँ। मतलब लेट्स कॉल
This is going to be tough, yeah, but
आजकल बड़ा ट्रेंड में है रैपिड फायर राउंड, विच इज लाइट हाउस एंड मेंटरशिप एडिशन।
yeah,
यार इसका एकदम बिल्कुल सिंपल रूल है, मैं आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा, आपको एक 1 लाइन या 1 वर्ड आंसर ही देना है, योर चॉइस।
ठीक है.
कोशिश करना 1 वर्ड हो तो और ज्यादा मजा आएगा।
And guys, let me tell you कि ये questions मेरे पास पहले नहीं थे.
हाँ मतलब ऑब्वियसली
हाँ, so ऐसा नहीं कि that I have to be kind of
तो ये-
prepared, so
ये funny
I'm kind of
खत्म
waiting
जाएगा।
कि कोनार क्या पूछने वाला है. Yes.
So चलो, are you ready? Should I start?
Yeah, cool.
Yes. So if
अच्छा, I'm allowed to think for 4-5 seconds, right?
Yes, बस 4-5 seconds, मतलब आप प्लीज ऑडियंस को बोर
ठीक
मत
है।
करना कि बहुत ज्यादा सोच लिया।
Done.
यार ये बिल्कुल फ्रॉम योर हार्ट है, मतलब आई वांट इट फ्रॉम योर हार्ट।
Yeah.
So if lighthouse were a person, what kind of mentor would it be?
Like me.
Like
Like me.
like
Myself.
Karan Mehta, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
like me. Yeah. Like me. Yes, definitely.
So one student problem Lighthouse is obsessed with solving.
One student problem Lighthouse is obsessed with solving. I think mentor-mentee mapping.
Mentor-mentee mapping.
I think that is the biggest thing. If that is solved, I think a lot of other things get solved.
The biggest myth students or parents have about mentorship. In all your research, what have you found out?
If you get onboarded with the right mentor, your life is sorted. I would say no, because parents, students, I'm talking about the test prep journey right now. So I'm saying a mentor-mentee mapping हो भी गई. Will this solve it for you? नहीं. There has to be a lot of efforts and actions that have to be taken by the parent and the child and the mentor together. तो तीनों का साथ आना जरूरी है. Mapping will not be the ultimate solution. I think 3 people come. इससे मैं बात तो तीनों का stakeholders आना जरूरी है. साथ
आना जरूरी है, बट वो सिर्फ ये साथ आने से प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं होगी. लॉट ऑफ एक्शंस हैज टू बी देयर.
एक्शंस हैव टू बी टेकन. इससे मैंने वर्ड एक्शंस बोला कि एक्शंस हैव टू बी टेकन. एंड आई थिंक इफ यू रियलाइज द प्रॉब्लम एंड इफ यू टेक एक्शंस, वी ऑल हैव अंडरस्टूड, बी इट पर्सनली और प्रोफेशनली, बी इट अ स्टूडेंट और अ पेरेंट और इट्स एनीवन ऑफ अस. आई थिंक चीजें सॉल्व होती हैं.
That's great. So one word that captures the soul of Lighthouse.
I think tailor-made.
Oh wow, tailor-made. So in one sentence, how will Lighthouse change how students prepare for their future?
I think how has Google Maps changed? How have we started reaching our destination?
Oh wow, excellent example. I mean, now we cannot imagine life without Google Maps.
So like Google Maps, yes. I think that's the intent. So what Google Maps has added in terms of our movement from place A to place B, and see, Google Map is a trusted mentor. Google Map doesn't teach you. Google Map is not your coach. Google Map is your trust, is your advisory कि बस ये रास्ते चले जा, इतना टाइम लगेगा पहुंचने में, देखो 4 रास्ते दिखा रहा हूँ, but this is which I'll suggest is your preferred. तुम दूसरा रास्ता भी ले सकते हो, your call. But I would suggest that you go in that.
ये है
in this
ट्रैफिक
direction.
कम है, जल्दी पहुंचो, whatever. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
बहुत बढ़िया. So this ends my rapid fire round. But
Thank you.
in the end, there, Karan, just one last question, a summary of these last 20-25 minutes. One message that you would want every student and parent to take away from this conversation about Lighthouse by Toprankers.
I think because we discussed so many things, very honestly, I don't. It will be very difficult to capture it in a single statement. So my single statement would be: do watch this video at least 3 times to understand what Lighthouse is. So this is my ultimate statement. Do watch this video 3 times, because I think I had a beautiful conversation with Konark, and he asked me questions which nobody ever has asked me about, and it made me also think, and it kind of made me recollect my own thoughts and my previous conversations with a lot of people on what exactly we wanted to build. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much, Karan. That was
Thanks,
such
Konark.
an
Thank you so much.
insightful conversation.
Yeah.
Lighthouse isn't just new product, it's a shift in how we think about preparation, mentorship, and what students truly need today. At Creative Edge, we have always believed in going beyond just teaching, and with Lighthouse now becoming a part of our ecosystem, that belief gets even stronger. Whether
Sure.
you are a student chasing a dream or a parent walking alongside, Lighthouse promises to be your guide, your mentor, your GPS, and in Karan's world, your Google map. If you found value in today's episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And if you have questions about Lighthouse by Toprankers, how will they support your journey with Creative Edge, drop them in the comment, or you can always WhatsApp us on 888 9633 We are here for you. Till then, keep creating.
Konark, I think one thing,
Yeah.
one thing I wanted to add. So we are opening our enrollments tomorrow,
Oh,
right?
yes.
And we are closing the first phase of our enrollments by on 10th. As in, we just wanted to have a limited bunch in our first phase of our
First phase,
preparation
yes.
journey.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we are closing our thing on closing the enrollments on 10th. We are just opening them tomorrow, and let's see. I think that's
I'm
it.
sure. A lot of students, when we were discussing this internally with our teams, I could understand that there are a lot of students who are looking for personalized guidance, one-on-one guidance, something which is very tailor-made for them, which is very true to them, direct to them. So I think it should be a nice journey for everyone. If you have any questions, you can always.
And the enrollments are open for all our internal students and our external students as well, right? So somebody who is an internal student obviously gets a lot of benefits in terms of the pricing of the course, and for the external students also there are certain benefits for the first 5-6 days. So yeah.
So just to make our followers understand this, who are not our students, अगर आप क्रिएटिव एज मंच में नहीं भी आ रहे हो, बट अगर आप हमारे साथ सिर्फ इस प्रोग्राम के लिए जुड़ना चाहते हो, जिसके अंदर
Lighthouse के लिए,
गाइडेंस, लाइट हाउस के लिए जुड़ना चाहते हो, जिसमें हम आपको गाइड करेंगे, एग्जाम तक मेंटर करेंगे, हम नहीं पूछेंगे कि आप कहाँ पढ़ रहे हो, बट हम आपको ये बताएंगे कि जो पढ़ रहे हो उससे और बेटर कैसे कर सकते हो, आप अनलीश कैसे कर सकते हो अपना पोटेंशियल. सो आप हमें कनेक्ट करिए, आपके पास नंबर्स हैं, यहाँ डिस्क्रिप्शन में रिलेवेंट लिंक्स दिए हुए हैं, आप उस पर क्लिक करके हम तक पहुँच सकते हैं. Till then, keep creating, keep growing, and let Lighthouse show you the way. See you in the next episode.
Thank you so much, Konark. See you. Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.